If HandBrake is giving you an error reading a file, or your disk scan fails with a message like no valid source found, don't worry, because in this video I'm going to walk you through the most effective fixes step by step. This is a really common issue, especially with DVDs and protected sources. And the good news is that there are a few quick settings changes that can often get HandBrake working again. And before we begin, if this tutorial helps you out, please hit the like button and subscribe for more software fixes and step-by-step guides just like this. Alright, let's get straight into it. The first thing I want you to try is the Libdvdread fix inside HandBrake's advanced settings. This is one of the most useful fixes for the newer HandBrake interface, especially if the program refuses to scan a disk properly. Open HandBrake, then go to the top menu bar and click Tools, and from the drop-down choose Preferences. This will open the settings window where you can change how HandBrake handles disk reading. On the left side, click Advanced. This is where the more technical settings are located, and the option we want is under the DVD reading section. Look for the box that says Disable Libdvdnav, Libdvdread instead, and make sure you check it. This tells HandBrake to use a different reading library, and for a lot of users, that change alone fixes the source detection problem immediately. Once you've enabled that option, do not skip the next step. You need to restart HandBrake completely. Close the app, reopen it, and then try to open the source again. This restart is important because the library switch will not take effect until HandBrake is launched again. After restarting, go back and scan the disk or file one more time and see if the error is gone. If you still have problems, the next thing to understand is the dirty disk reality. HandBrake can be much more sensitive than a normal DVD player. A disk that looks perfectly clean can still have tiny scratches, fingerprints, dust, or smudges that interfere with reading. A lot of users have found that a simple wipe is enough to solve the issue, so take the disk out carefully and clean it with a microfiber cloth. Wipe gently from the center outward in straight lines, not in circles, and then try scanning it again in HandBrake. This small physical check matters more than people realize. If the disk has even a little grime or a tiny surface mark, HandBrake may fail where a regular player still works fine. So if the first software fix doesn't work, don't assume the disk is unusable right away. Clean it properly, place it back in the drive, and test it again. Now, let's move on to another fix that can help if Windows security settings are blocking HandBrake in the background. Sometimes the issue is not the disk at all, but the system preventing HandBrake from reading or writing files correctly. To check this, close HandBrake first. Then open Windows Search by pressing Win and S on your keyboard and type Ransomware Protection. Open the Ransomware Protection settings and look for Controlled Folder Access. If this feature is enabled, it can sometimes block HandBrake from accessing folders or completing file operations. For troubleshooting purposes, disable Controlled Folder Access temporarily and then test HandBrake again. This can help you figure out whether Windows security is causing the error reading file problem. If the app works after that change, then you know the issue was related to permissions or security restrictions. In that case, you can later go back and manage the allowed apps list properly so HandBrake has the access it needs without leaving your system exposed unnecessarily. So to quickly recap, the main fixes are to switch HandBrake to use Libdvdread instead of Libdvdnav, restart the app, clean the disk carefully with a microfiber cloth, and check whether Windows controlled folder access is interfering. These 3 steps solve a lot of HandBrake read errors and source detection issues. If this video helped, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next easy troubleshooting guide. And if you're still seeing the error after trying these steps, leave a comment with the exact message you're getting and I'll help you figure it out. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.